quadratic equations. Here we go. These are everything we are going to answer while we graph these equations. But first, let's just talk about what they are. We're just going to say it. You don't have to write any of these words down. You just need to write it down if you know any of these right now. So I'm going to pause this for just a minute and write down everything you know. Okay, so for standard form is when you have it equal to 0. So y equals 4x squared plus 4x minus 15. Why did it turn into a minus 15? Right. Is this a function? Yes, it is a function. There are two reasons that something's a function. X's are all different. Passes? Yes. Okay, function notation is just putting an f of x in front of it. 4x squared plus 4x minus 15. Is this direct variation? Yes. Thank you for playing. No, it's not direct variation. Yeah, direct variation means it has to pass through 0, 0, but the biggest thing is it has to be a straight line. Oh. Is this a line? No. What is it? It's a U. It's a U shape. In fact, what's that P word? Parabola. Okay. Does it go up or down? Up. Up. Why? It's positive 4. What's the width? Is it skinny? Is it fat? Is it narrow? Is it wide? It's narrow. The reason it's more narrow is because the 4 is greater than 1. Okay? Who got all of those right? All right. Next one. We have to do the axis of symmetry. Write this down. The formula for axis of symmetry is x equals negative b over 2a. Now you have to base this on the standard form equation minus 15 equals 0. So a is 4, b is 4, and c is negative 15. So I have to do x equals negative 4 over 2 times 4. That's 8. So negative 4 over 8 is negative 1/2. Now you have to do this plugging it back in, no calculator, or we're going to be using the little blue calculators. So 4 times negative 1/2 squared plus 4 times negative 1/2 minus 15. Okay, take a minute and see if you can figure out how to do the substitution. Okay, so we're going to multiply negative 1/2 squared. Negative times a negative is a positive. So that's going to be 4 times 1/4 plus 2 goes into 4 2 times. That gives me negative 2 minus 15. 4 times 1/4 is 1. So this is 1 minus 2 minus 15. And what is that? Negative 16. So my vertex is what? Negative 1/2, negative 16. Okay, there are 4 different methods. We're only going to pick one, and I get to pick. The 4 methods are factoring, complete the square, using square roots, and quadratic formula. Which one can you not do?
Square root.
Square roots. You cannot do this because on this one, b would have to be 0. We are going to factor because I want to review factoring. Would this be a good complete the square problem? No, there's a number in front. You would have to divide by that number. Is this a good quadratic formula problem? Yes. Any problem is a good quadratic formula. So we are going to factor. Factoring. So I have to use, yes, he said slip and slide. So 4x minus 15. I'm going to slip the 4 over to the 15, and in the end, what am I not going to forget to do? Slide it back. So x squared plus 4x minus 60. No calculator. Multiply to give me 60. Add to give me 4. I'm going to make a little list. I can make a list. 2 times 30, 3 times 20, 4 times 15, 5 times 12, or 6 times 10. So this is x plus and x minus. No, I have 2 different signs, don't I? Which one's going to be positive? The 10's positive, the 6 is negative. Now I have to slide the 4 back under. So put the 4 here and here. So that's x minus, reduce your fraction, 3 over 2. Reduce your fraction, x plus 5 over 2. Then I have to make the factors 2x minus 3. Oh, we're solving. You're right. We don't have to do this because we're solving. So our two factors are going to be positive 3 halves and negative 5 halves. Do I put parentheses around these? No, this is not a point. This is actually 2 points. Okay, so I've written down all the things you have to graph. So turn your paper over, and we're going to go to the graph side. The axis of symmetry is negative 1/2. So I'm going to go to negative 1/2, which is really close to 0. Remember, it's a dotted line. The vertex is negative 1/2, negative 16. Put a dot. The x-intercepts are 1.5 and negative 2.5. And the last thing I need is the y-intercept, which is negative 15, not positive. And when I put the negative 15 on, what's that thing that I can copy it across? Symmetry. So I can reflect it across. And now I have my pretty graph. Connect your dots. Okay, say hey to first period. Hey. 1, 2, 3.